This is Millennium City, Gurugram. After just a few hours of rain, such a big sinkhole has been created on the main road at IFCO Chowk. Now, this sinkhole is more than 10 feet deep. It is more than 10 feet wide. You can see that it is filled with water as well. Repair work is currently going on. This sinkhole was first created on Tuesday afternoon. Today is Thursday, and you can see that it's still a big risk on this main road. And on Thursday, this road is being fixed. What we're being told is that we can't be on the rest of this road because the rest of this road is also a little fragile. These workers are telling us that while initially only some part of the road caved in and collapsed, in the evening on the same day, a bigger part of the road collapsed. And today as well, on Thursday, 2 days later, even that part that you're seeing closer to the JCB, that part also collapsed this morning on Thursday morning. So more parts of this road are now caving in. Let me tell you that this happened just a few hours after rainfall. Of course, it was heavy rainfall, but this kind of a collapse for a city like Gurugram, Millennium City, as we say it. Sir, क्या यहाँ से रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर सकते? गिर सकता है ना? मैं यहीं रहूंगी, इसलिए मैं हिलूंगी नहीं. आप ये गिर सकता है? So we are being told that even the structure that we are standing on, a cop who's standing there, I'd just like you to turn the camera and show that there's a cop who's standing here, and he's asking us to not record this because he's saying that even the structure, the platform that I'm standing on, this could fall. Now, is this a move to get us to not show this reality of Gurugram, or is this a move that is genuinely out of concern for our safety, is a point of question. But even if it is out of concern for our safety, that also raises a bigger question that while this is a sinkhole that has been created, the remaining roads also our authorities are not very confident of. This very strong concrete structure that I'm standing on, they're not even confident of this, and they are saying, so that concern that they are showing, that shows us even further how bad the state of affairs is for Gurugram. And let me also tell you here that who is responsible for this state of Gurugram? Who is responsible for sinkholes being created year after year during monsoon? Who is responsible for few of the most critical roads of Gurugram being waterlogged? Gurugram has been under a triple engine sarkar for several years now. The BJP is in power at the center since 2014. In Haryana, the state government is also under the BJP since 2014, and the municipal corporation of Gurugram also comes under the BJP. So it is a triple engine sarkar, and still this is the condition of Gurugram's roads that we see year after year. For roads that are critical roads that go towards the cyber city, that go towards luxury housing societies, those roads cave in like this, collapse like this year after year under the triple engine sarkar. So who is responsible for this in the BJP? That is a question that we must be asking, that while the BJP often blames a lot on the Congress, but they've been in power here for the last 12 years now. So were 12 years not enough to fix the great Gurugram mess? Now the BJP of course says, and Rao Inderjeet Singh is the MP of Gurugram since 2009 now. Gurugram has had the same MP. Despite these colossal failures of Gurugram, the people of Gurugram have elected the same member of parliament since 2009. Initially, he was a Congress member of parliament, but he shifted to the BJP in 2014. Now, in a recent interview, he has actually blamed Gurugram's mess on the Congress. And of course, the BJP often blames this on the Congress, and they say that these were problems in the foundation, structure, planning of Gurugram as a city. And that is what is leading to such collapses and such infrastructural issues. But the fact of the matter is that, yes, of course, this is a clear planning problem. Gurugram is a failed city in terms of planning, and nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny that fault of the Congress party. But the BJP has also been in power for the last 12 years now. Of course, they couldn't change the planning from scratch, from the roots of it, but at least such colossal failures could have been avoided, or these could have been fixed. You can't change the entire city, of course, in 12 years. But can our roads not even be made this stable, this strong, that they can take a few hours of rain? Can even that level of strengthening of roads not be expected from a government that has been in power for the last 12 years? And if they can't do that, then instead of blaming another party, which is what we keep seeing, don't citizens deserve accountability and acceptance of mistakes? That is one question that we should all be asking. Now, even if we go to this location where I am standing is a crucial location of Gurugram. Several luxury housing societies of Gurugram that have flats going up to 50 crores, 60 crores, 100 crores, your DLF Camellias, Magnolias, those are just about 3 to 4 kilometers from this point where the road has collapsed at IFCO Chowk. So people are expected to pay 100 crores. People do pay 100 crores for flats in this area. People pay very high rents to live in this area, to go to offices in this area, right? Opposite to this, you'll see there's an SBI office. There are several corporate offices in that area. And in such an area, these are the kind of roads, basic facilities that people are being given. Such roads they have to travel on, that one monsoon leads to roads being waterlogged. Sir, yahin pe to khade hain? वहां से कुछ दिख नहीं पाएगा ना, इसलिए यहाँ खड़े हैं. बस जा रहे हैं, 5 मिनट में जा रहे हैं. 5 मिनट में जा रहे हैं. Yeah, so as I was saying that these roads get waterlogged, school buses get stuck. So is that the level of basic facilities, basic services that citizens should be expecting after paying crores to get a flat here, after paying lakhs to get a flat on rent here, and after moving from different parts of the country to come work here in Gurugram? This failed city is what we call a millennium city, and this is one ugly picture of this millennium city. Repair work is currently going on, and let me also tell you here that the one BJP MP in a TV interview has actually said that these roads and Gurugram's mess will be fixed by 2047. That's when the BJP has a deadline for Viksit Bharat. But 2047 is about 21 years away from right now. We're in 2026. So does the BJP government expect people to be okay with such roads, to be okay to risk their lives when they step out of their homes to go to work, when they just take a cab to go somewhere? Does the BJP government expect people to risk their lives while every single day till 2047, because that's how long it will take them to fix this mess? How is that supposed to be any guarantee or consolation for the people who are living here? Which is why several residents, in response to that statement of that MP, have said that if the government is going to take time till 2047 to fix these roads of Gurugram, that we also need a break from taxes till 2047. If you can't give us basic proper roads, safe roads in the city after paying so many taxes, then we should not be required to pay taxes to you. Because why does a citizen pay taxes to a government? It is for basic basic facilities. I wouldn't even call it a facility, because this is not a facility. It is for basic things like these, like roads, water, clean air, schools, education, hospitals. These are the things that we pay taxes for. So if we can't even get one safe road for despite paying such high taxes in cities like Gurugram, then why should we pay taxes? So that's why people are saying that, people are joking at that response of the BJP MP, that if you can't fix these roads till 2047, if the government is allowed to have that leeway and take time till 2047, take 21 years to fix roads, then even people should be given some leeway and some relief from taxes or some other form of compensation for dealing with this mess every every single day, every single monsoon at least. This road being blocked means that Gurgaon's already bad traffic is getting even worse. You'll see that on this entire road, there is very high traffic, and we were just taking a U-turn there, and just one U-turn took us half an hour. That's how bad the traffic is. So in Gurugram, in peak hours, the traffic is already so bad, and just one road collapsing, one road being blocked worsens this traffic even further. So this road collapsing doesn't just mean that it's affecting this area, but it is leading to traffic in this entire area. It is worsening traffic in this entire area. So people come here, as I said, from different parts of the country. This is the part of Delhi NCR that houses few of the biggest multinational corporations, few of the fanciest offices in DLF Cyber Hub, and just a couple of kilometers away from DLF Cyber Hub, this is the condition of a road, a massive sinkhole that developed just a few hours after rain. It's not just DLF Cyber City and top offices that are around this area, but it is also luxury societies like DLF Camellias and Magnolias, where flats go up to 50 crores, 60 crores, 100 crores. So this is an ugly contrast. Right there, you'll see a swanky building, a glass building which has several offices of different companies, national companies, multinational companies. And right opposite to that building, you see this stretch, a road that is completely caved in. That is what you see right opposite to a swanky building. This, unfortunately, is the stark reality of Gurugram against the picture that is painted. The picture that is painted is that Gurugram is about these swanky buildings, luxury housing societies, and that is what the Millennium City is. So that is the picture that we were promised of Gurugram, and right opposite to that, you see the reality of Gurugram, the ugly reality of Gurugram that doesn't change year after year, that keeps failing its citizens year after year. Citizens have also voted for the same MP for the last 4 terms. They have trusted the same MP for the last 4 terms, and this is what they get in return. We were just standing there, and we were showing you this sinkhole that has opened up on the main road at IFCO Chowk in Gurugram. And now the police that is deployed here, they have asked us to move. They have actually put a sort of a barricade here, and they're stopping everybody from going there so that we can't show what's really happening there. But we've already shot that, and we can show you how bad the situation is. This sinkhole first developed on Tuesday afternoon. Today is Thursday evening, and still this is how bad this road is. It is being fixed, but now there are being efforts to completely block this area so that we can't see it, so that people can't see this sinkhole. We are also being told that they are doing this for our safety. They are saying that even this part of the road can collapse. That is why we should not be around this sinkhole. And while, of course, yes, that might be out of concern, that might be a safety, that might be a precaution measure that they are taking, but that then develops, that then raises an even more serious question, that one sinkhole, such a deep sinkhole, more than 10 feet deep sinkhole has already developed. And even after that, the authorities are not confident that the remaining road might be stable enough to take my weight and to be able to take my colleagues' weight. So if it can't take just about 100 kgs, then this tells you a lot about how much confidence even our authorities have on our roads, on these roads. So if it's a safety concern, then that raises an even bigger question for the authorities. And if it's not a safety concern, then the question is that why are they trying to hide this? What are they trying to hide? Because this failure of the triple engine Sarkar, the triple engine BJP Sarkar in Gurugram cannot be hidden. It is far too big to be hidden by from the general public. Let's try and understand what people really feel about Gurugram's roads failing them every monsoon. For how long have you been living here?
I've been living here for past 1 year now.
Okay, where are you from originally?
Jaipur.
So when you see that Gurugram's roads collapse practically every monsoon. We are just standing next to a big sinkhole at Ifko Chowk, and this sinkhole developed on Tuesday. So, what is it that citizens feel living in this area, which is shown as a millennium city, and people like you come from different parts of the country to have their dream life here, but this is what you get in return?
Yeah, so that's very disappointing, by the way. Like, infrastructure should be improved. Also, we can see that there are no proper seating areas, even for the like people who are just walking. So that's also a big issue. And yeah, we do feel we do deserve a bit better infrastructure in the city.
Like, you must have come from Jaipur to Gurugram hoping for a better standard of living.
Yes.
Has your standard of living
Yes.
improved?
I would say it definitely has not improved because even the water is very polluted, by the way, and everything I thought which were like very basic things are not really basic over here. Even like take an example of water, and like hygienic food, even if you say, so that's also things that Gurgaon lacks.
So things you considered basic in Jaipur are a luxury in Gurugram,
Yeah. Yes.
like food and water
Yeah.
and roads.
Even the roads, there are traffic and the pollution, like mainly the pollution. Like from a person like me who was very allergic to all the dust and all, I mean, I rarely get out of my room without wearing a mask now. Yeah.
So what do you feel about Gurugram, being a dream city, as I said, for people? But the reality is very different from that dream. Even what governments say, they say that it's a millennium city. This area is at a BJP government. People have voted them, trusted them year after year, but they fail to deliver. So is there frustration with the government as well?
I would not have any political opinion about it. But yeah, I mean, asking for better things should be there.
And
with
just
everyone.
basic things, as you
Yeah,
said.
basic things, yeah. But yeah, like, no political opinion. They also have done better things. So let's leave that out of the table. Yeah. And yeah, that was what I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So was your life better off in Jaipur, but you have to be here for your job?
Yeah, actually, I'm a student.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to be here for.
So you have no choice but to
Yeah,
compromise. Will you leave Gurugram after your studies, or will you stay here?
That depends upon the job that I get after placement season. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely try to return back to my home if that's possible. But yeah,
You would
until
not
now,
want to
yeah.
live here.
Yeah, until now, I don't have any choice. For long term, I don't see Gurgaon as a potential place to live.
And do you think that has changed? Till a few years ago, people would think of settling in a city like Gurugram. But do you think now that has changed? At least for you, when you came here, did you have a better idea of Gurugram?
Yeah, we all do have a better idea of like moving from like
A smaller town.
yeah, smaller towns to like Jaipur is not a small town, but like again, Gurgaon gave me an image of a mini America. Like I have seen Cyber City video and all. So yeah, that was
That was the image that you had when
yeah,
you
that
moved
was
to
the image,
Gurugram.
yeah. But I'll not say that it's completely different from the from that the thing that the perception that I had. But some things could be better here.
Like food, water.
Yeah, like
Roads,
pollution
pollution.
and road conditions and all. Yeah, basic infrastructure. Yeah, could be there.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for speaking. Make sure you subscribe to Peak TV's YouTube channel for more such honest ground reports every day.